Lakers win it.
Game this was just sort of a microcosm of the game for the Spurs, who shot under 40% for the game. They scored just 96 and lose at 103-96. Lakers are 5-1 after their best start since the 2010-2011 season. They led this game by as many as 19 before the Spurs made their comeback. More good defense from the Lakers today. Are you a believer? I mean, this is Frank Vogel's reputation, obviously. Great defensive teams. You were with him, those Eastern Conference Finals teams in Indiana. How do you think he's put his stamp on this club so far?
Well, I think it's showing by the amount of points that they're holding teams to night in and night out. And two things for sure that you're going to get from Frank Vogel. You're going to spend a lot of time in the film room. He came up as a video coordinator, so he believes in that, and he's going to put in his time and show guys and teach them through film. And then you're going to spend the majority of the practice doing defensive drills and defensive situations like what you alluded to earlier, how we're going to guard the pick and roll. Yep. And one of the things that he believes in the pick and roll is he tries to guard it with two guys. And,
Got to, if you're going to be successful.
Exactly. And so he's very good at that, very detail-oriented, and I think it's starting to show in how this team is representing that on the floor defensively.
What's impressed you so far?
I just think the way they rebounded after the opening night loss to the Clippers, the way the Clippers beat them, they beat them physically. They beat them to the ball, to loose balls. They were more aggressive. Mm-hmm. They played much better defense. And I think what the Lakers thought that they were just going to ease themselves into the season. And that opening night match against the Clippers was like a bucket of ice water hit them right in the face. And again, that was the best thing happened because they would have played a lesser team, won the game, skated through. They wouldn't be playing with a sense of urgency because that loss to the Clippers told them, look, forget everybody else. If we can't beat the other team that's in this building, which we're going to have to beat to get to the finals, if we can't match that energy and effort, then we're fooling ourselves. So let's go back, let's commit ourselves, and then let's start playing defense the way Frank Vogel and that coaching staff wants them to. And thus far, to be shown, they're doing it.
LeBron did not have a great shooting night, just 8 of 23, but does come away with a triple-double, 21, 11 rebounds, 13 assists. Here he was a few moments ago with Mike Trudell.
All right, LeBron, Spurs go small down the stretch. You guys are still big. What are you looking to do to manipulate the matchups you want there?
No, it's not really about them. It's about us. It's how we can execute on the offensive end, get good shots, and then how we can get stops on the other end, which we did. You know, we got great looks, and anytime we miss, Superman was there to clean up the offensive glass, tip, dunks, lobs, everything. He was great tonight.
You mentioned Dwight Howard in that lineup when it's been him and AD and you guys have been really tough to score on.
Yeah.
What's been the defensive key with that group?
There's three guys that want to defend at a high level. Every possession, we don't like guys to score on us. It's going to happen. It's the NBA because we're playing against great players, but we take so much pride on that side that we want to try to keep guys uncomfortable, and we did that tonight. Held another opponent, a great offensive team, to 40% shooting and under 100.
I know passing's always been probably the biggest part of your game, but you're now leading the NBA in assists. What are you seeing with your teammates? How are you getting to know them so far?
I'm getting better and better at the point guard position, just trying to know where my guys are, put them in position to be able to just catch and shoot, catch and lay the ball up, just make them as comfortable as possible out there. And Coach Vogel's allowing me to run the show. So tonight, I was good at times. I wasn't so good at times. I had a couple of careless turnovers. Didn't shoot the ball particularly well from the field. Struggled at the free throw line, but you just try to do other things to try to help your team win. I was able to do that.
Snoop Dogg was courtside. He was kind enough to come on the broadcast a couple of times to weigh in. What's it like having Uncle Snoop in the house?
It's great. I mean, I talked to him yesterday. He told me he was going to be in the building. So he all the way out here in San Antonio. We just try to give him love by playing the game that we want to play and try to get a win for him. So we was able to come through for him.
Appreciate it, LeBron.